The Lakers are on the edge of ending the Warriors dynasty. An NBA executive claims the Clippers' culture is being ruined by Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And exactly how much heat is on LA Galaxy leadership? The drama builds. Good morning. I'm James. This is your daily dose of sports and snark for the greatest sports city in the world, Los Angeles. This is the faithful Angelenos morning report. It is May 10th, 2023. This is my last day in Portland, and I couldn't be happier about it. So what do you say we increase the happiness and talk a little LA sports? If you enjoy being in the know about LA sports, clickety-clack the like button. Clickety-clack the subscribe button. There's a notification bell. Hit that. It'll let you know when we drop new content. Sharing is caring. Let people know we exist, and by all means, comment. Just like my wife right now, blowing up my cell phone with a bunch of messages. We'll get to that later, because I'm a loving husband. But let's go through the scoreboard before we go through the news and notes. Last night, 3 Dodgers hit home runs. Mookie Betts, Will Smith, Miguel Vargas. Dodgers 6, Milwaukee 2. The Dodgers keep hold of first place in the NL West. Meanwhile, in the U.S. Open Cup, Monterey Bay of USL actually gave LAFC a strong game. It had to go to penalties. The regular part of the game tied 2-2. LA advances on penalties 5-4. We do not know who LAFC is going to play in the next round yet. The Lakers are at Golden State tonight at 7. That's game 5 of the best of 7 series. LA leads the series 3-1. Teams that are up 3-1 have a 95% chance of advancing to the next round. So the Lakers are in a good spot. The Dodgers are at Milwaukee again. This time it's at 10:30 in the morning. Clayton Kershaw, 5-2 with a 2.53 ERA versus Wade Miley, who's not so bad himself, 3-1 with a 2.31 ERA. Seattle will be at the Galaxy at Dignity Hill Sports Park. That game's at 7:30. That is also part of U.S. Open Cup. Now, let's talk Lakers. I love sports writers who play the blame game. I do, because they're almost always wrong. I mean, if they're right, they choose the obvious target possible. But then the sports writers sit there and go, no. I'm going to impress everybody with how smart I am. And then they choose these random people to lay the blame on. Now, for once, the scribe who's getting overly emotional and pointing the finger where it doesn't belong, that writer for once is not Bill Plaschke of the LA Times. For that matter, nor is it the mouth-breathing idiots over at ESPN. No, this time it's Brad Botkin over at CBSSports.com, who thinks the reason Golden State is losing, it's all on Warriors coach Steve Kerr. Totally deserves the blame, because Kerr allegedly hates the pick and roll. And that, according to him, is going to open up the offense for Steph Curry and make everything just flow like the Colorado River, just a babbling brook of baskets, one right after the other. So no, it's all Steve Kerr's fault. He hates the pick and roll. Well, maybe he does hate the pick and roll. If you think back to when Steve Kerr was a player, he played under Phil Jackson, who coached the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls ran the triangle offense. There are hardly any picks in the triangle offense. It's about spacing. Now, the Warriors don't play the triangle offense, but if there's one thing they definitely preach, it's spacing out the floor to put the defense on edge. The writer believes that Golden State needs the pick and roll because it pulls Anthony Davis from the paint. You put the ball in Steph Curry's hands, Curry gets to choose a mismatch, some the pick, and all of a sudden the offense runs. Anything else, the writer claims, is overthinking it. No, dude, you're overthinking it. Stop it. Curry is 35 years old. Klay Thompson is 33. Draymond Green is 33. The Warriors are old in their core, and they have no depth. They have no bench. Not at all. Golden State has 4 titles, meanwhile, thanks to Steve Kerr. But 4 titles does not mean that you get to beat Father Time. Father Time is always undefeated. You cannot out-scheme Father Time. So stop it. You keep summoning the pick and roll, maybe it does open up the offense a little bit, and Steph Curry is still 35 years old. So he can't go 45, 48 minutes just summoning one pick and roll after another. Eventually, the Lakers will adjust. Even LeBron James knows that. Sure, he had commercials earlier this year, LeBron versus Father Time, but then LeBron injured his foot. So yeah, he knows his body is breaking down. It's one of the reasons that you only see LeBron James playing so-called bully ball for brief stretches of the game. He's not dominating from starting whistle to the end like normal. If you noticed, LeBron is picking his spots wisely, though. Wisely. Note if you look back at Game 4 in the fourth quarter, he would summon the pick and roll because the Lakers do enjoy the pick and roll offense. He would keep summoning his own target over for the pick and roll. By the way, who was that target? Steph Curry. You know why? Because Curry is 6'3", LeBron is 6'8". So yeah, one time after another. And then you wonder why at the end of the game that Steph Curry kept chucking up errant three-pointers. Is it possible because you're playing hardcore defense against LeBron James that you're gassed at the end of the game? LeBron James called that pick play to bring over Steph Curry, the shorter defender. He called it at least 6 times in the fourth quarter. Some people think it was many as 8. Now, Anthony Davis said he took it personally toward the end of the game on Monday when Golden State ran a pick play to switch up and have him defend Steph Curry. He told that to Spectrum Sports Net, quote, "I know why Curry gets to his step back three. I just wanted to move them puppies and keep in front of him and make him take a tough shot." So, yeah. But again, you can run as many pick plays as you want, but eventually the Lakers are going to adjust, just like Anthony Davis did. According to Heavy.com, and what more trusted news source about the NBA can you find than a website named after morbid obesity? Anyway, according to Heavy.com, there's an unnamed NBA executive who claims that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have ruined the Clippers culture. They can't trade them, they make too much money, and they're kind of injury prone. And what are the Clippers going to do now? No, they have ruined the Clippers culture. To which I would say, dude, they didn't ruin anything that the Clippers hadn't already ruined for the last 4 decades. Ruined the Clippers culture. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are the bedrock of Clippers culture. How many Clippers are happy that they are no longer blamed for Clipper culture, right? Go back through history. Lloyd Vaught is thankful that he is not responsible for Clipper culture. Chris Kaman is ecstatic that he's not responsible for Clipper culture. Michael Olowokandi, 7-foot ass, is doing cartwheels down the hall because he is happy that he's no longer associated with ruining Clipper culture. Benoit Benjamin. How many Clippers are really responsible for Clipper culture? I'll tell you something. I may not be a Clipper fan, but I'll tell you this much. I wouldn't blame Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on Clipper culture. The foundation of Clipper culture, of how that train wreck has been going for decades. Kawhi Leonard wasn't even born when Lloyd Vaught was stinking up the joint. Clipper culture. There was a report claiming that the Galaxy summoned Greg Vanity. There was a report claiming the Galaxy summoned Greg Vanny to explain the team's worst in club history start, that he and team president Chris Klein could get the axe as soon as yesterday. All I'm going to say is it's no longer yesterday. And the reason that matters is that I would sure hope that they're on the hot seats, I would hope that this long regional nightmare of piss-poor Galaxy soccer could finally come to an end. But that report was in the foreign press. And as we've previously discussed repeatedly on this channel, there is no reason to trust the foreign soccer press. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Dodgers starting pitcher Noah Syndergaard left last night's game with a cut on his index finger of his pitching hand. He only pitched a part of the first inning. Don't read too much into it. It's a cut. It's a Band-Aid. It's some Neosporin. You move on with your life. Also with the Dodgers, though, sometimes in life you have these odd dude moments, right? You're with your boys, your boy does something stupid, and you're like, oh, dude, why? You know, what? You took her back after all that? Ah, dude, why? Dude, stop grabbing your testicles at church. Ah, dude. You know, that kind of stuff. Mookie Betts just rented an Airbnb in Milwaukee because someone said that the team hotel is haunted. Dude, why? Do you really think Beetlejuice is going to show up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Really, dude? Ah, dude. The Trojans basketball program continued their next-gen movement by adding the son of another NBA legend. DJ Rodman is the son of Dennis, the defensive ace, the NBA champ, and the originator of Drag Queen Story Hour. So yeah, that guy's son, DJ Rodman. He started 30 games for Washington State last year. The idea is that he comes to USC and they'll slot him in as a 3-and-D guy. He is the second, again, son of an NBA legend. He joins Bronny James, the son of you-know-who. Quarterback John Wolford, who is useful so long as your first-string quarterback stays healthy, he has left the Rams and has signed with Tampa Bay, where he will back up another ex-Ram. That would be Baker Mayfield. I've seen John Wolford play. Saw him play last year. He started against Arizona. And I'm here to tell you, I am super cool with this guy being the 18th Ram out the door. Very much so. I mean, I hated losing Jalen Ramsey. Fine with Wolford going. Teared up a little over Bobby Wagner. Damn cool with Wolford leaving. I worried more over the Rams losing Riley Dixon than John Wolford. So good luck over in Tampa, bro. Good luck. Mentioned last week that Tiger Campbell was invited to the NBA G League Combine, which honestly sucks for him because I like Tiger Campbell. But 4 Bruins players have, in fact, been invited to the regular NBA Combine, which will be held next week in Chicago. That's Amari Bailey, Adam Bona, Jalen Clark, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. Now, I'm not sure what Bona or Clark can contribute at a combine. If you recall, they were both injured toward the end of the year. Both of them had surgery. More to the point, Bona can't participate in anything really until the fall, thanks to shoulder surgery. Clark might not even be okay until January, for Pete's sakes. So, great, you got the invites, but that's like being invited to the party and your wardrobe is from Goodwill. But you let me know what you think in the comments thread. Do you think the Lakers close it out tonight? Do you think that the Galaxy actually are this close to finally cleaning house and ending this Klein out fiasco once and for all? And if you enjoyed listening to Talkin' Sports with me this morning, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelenos. We talk LA sports every single day here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelenos is a Kian Corte El Queso production. Take care.